YouTube land, what's up? It's your girl McCar from Kruger's Closet. How y'all feeling today? So listen, my question is for you. Is you watching that 90 grade A Angus beef? That Wendy Williams and that Kevin Hunter. Well, they call him Kevin Hunter, but it's Kelvin Hunter, I've discovered. Is y'all watching that beef? If you ain't, you need to be. You can learn something. This divorce is very educational, especially for couples that's in partnership together and they equally, well, I'm not going to say equal. Well, he put himself on an equally yoked level because he said he made her level. And now they going after the gusto. Like they on there, baby, they bopping and weaving. Oh, y'all need to get on there. And it's like Wendy then woke up. She filed for divorce. And she used some of her disadvantages to her advantages. And she basically got her husband up out of there. She divorced him and fired him in the same day, baby. She was writing checks and cashing them and writing them. So he had this 15-year relationship with this girl, or affair with this lady named Sharima. And Wendy knew about it, but the deal was, she said, no love children, no kids, no side kids. And so in this love affair, that's what happened. And so that's where Wendy had to cut it. She said, no more time through the check. No more. And so they split up or whatever, because like he was her manager. And so they split up. And Wendy is talking about how she's in the paper and she's reading about this $700 home that Kelvin Hunter has bought Sharima with her money. And she's driving her Porsche Ferrari. And the house was 7 miles from Wendy's New Jersey home. And Wendy went over there, and through the papers and tabloids, they had the address. Oh, Wendy went over there and got out of her car. Got in the back seat, car door, and opened it up, baby, got spray paint. Wendy said she went up to the car and spray painted Kevin and Wendy forever. Because see, they had been married, I think, over like 25 years or something. And, oh God. The car ended up getting repossessed, and he's upset because they have stopped payment because, you know, her show was canceled. So the contract that he signed was the contract that said she would pay him alimony unless the show was canceled, or unless, I'm trying to remember this, y'all. I watch it every night over and over again. Unless the show was canceled, then the contract would be modified or terminated. So, I guess he didn't understand that part. So they said season 11 was her last season. So they even locked her out of her money. What I seen, she said she only got $2 in her account. So this thing is so deep to where her son is going to school, I think in Florida or something, and she had bought she was buying a condo for him somewhere along, I guess, the beach or something, and she paid it up for a year, and then it ended up getting repossessed. Like she's a clever cat. What we're thinking is, you know, she battles with Graves' disease and multiple sclerosis, and I'm sorry, I'm not for sure if that was multiple sclerosis, but it was Graves' disease and something else she battles with. And so that caused a lot of the show to cancel because she wanted to work on these things or whatever. So that caused the show to cancel. So that stopped the money. Now her part of why she's locked out of her own money, I don't know. But is she really locked out of her own money, but she says she is. But how you still maintaining it? It's so deep. The husband has been going on interviews and making clips and shorts and talking about how his payments have been stopped from Wendy have affected him. That's how he pays the bills. That's how he bought the $700,000 house. And he said he's part of a foreclosure group in his neighborhood or something, association. And if he don't get that money in, they finna soon file foreclosure. And from what I heard, the updates on yesterday, it's in foreclosure. And he said like his major credit cards have been, he can't make payments on them because he don't have the money. And, you know, he's filed, he's got his lawyers, and now they're filing another suit against Wendy and her cast because payments stopped. But it seemed like he would have took that money and paid on the house. But because sometimes that can be throwing good money after bad money, if that makes sense. So it's a lot of stuff that's going on. And then he had paid for the woman Sharima some other businesses on the side, like some type of cafe and something. And she's a therapist, a massage therapist in Jersey. So she's somewhat big time, but I don't think she's big time as Wendy. So I don't know if they'll be able, if they're going to foreclosure, then, you know, them people got a big deal going, baby. This is that 90 grade Angus. This the beef y'all need to be tuned into, because she teaching you something here. She said, never make your husband or your wife your manager. And see, his stance is, he feels like he should be obligated to her money forever, because he said he created the woman in the purple chair. So he's trying to be stapled onto her money forever. He was under the assumption that it was rolling like that. Like, he wasn't under the assumption that he couldn't be bought out. He thought he was like a royalty. He thought he was stapled in the deal. And so he's coming to find out you're not stapled in the deal. Y'all better watch it. And so now she has this podcast that she's working on. But I watched this clip before all of this stuff happened, where she fainted and on the set or whatever. I watched this clip, and she said that she was going into season 11 while her husband was going to be changing Pampers. But you know, nobody knows what happened there. What are you talking about? And cut. You know, some things you just can't be up front street with it. You just can't be so up front street with it, you know. And so everything's affected now. The son, I think he had to put school on hold or something, or either he put school on hold, or either he moved back to take care of Wendy, help take care of Wendy. So that's his stance, is that he was supposed to have been forever stapled in the deal. And so they done gave him his slabs. They gave him his slabs and his money and his gold chains. They gave him the briefcases of money. Here, you take that. He was taking that, but he didn't know he was taking that, and that was going to stop after a while. Didn't know, you know, it was on the backdrop, the shadow. Didn't know. And so now, this Wendy thing is a big frenzy. So she's I don't know where she is now, but I know where I saw that clip when she talked about how he had bought this house with this back, what she call her, back bitch, to share. He had purchased his house to share 9 miles. You could feel the hurt and pain, like, and frustration in her voice, like she had hurricane, like she had erupted. It's a messy situation, but it's something that I think everybody should be tuned into, especially business owners, especially partners and business owners. Husbands and wives, I don't think it's a bad deal for people to get prenups on their things, because you don't know how something's going to turn out. He loved me. He loved me. I've seen people, a man that come up to somebody and act like she the one, and come to find out he done got in the family and stole her family heirlooms and jewels and this and that, and come to find out he had been watching her all along. And somehow, they captured photos of him watching her before he even approached her and stuff. Just, I don't think it's a bad idea for, if y'all love each other, then what is the problem with signing a prenup? Because you living in a time and an age now where you don't know why people coming into your life. You really don't. Ain't nothing wrong with protecting thyself, y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with you protecting you. If they don't love you enough to sign a prenup, let them go on. But see, I'm a woman on the other side too. I understand this. See, I got that was the male side. This is the female side. Like, well, we ain't gonna get married because I already know, if money on the table, you gonna be up in here wilding out. You gonna be doing some things. So let me at least leave with some, baby. Pay for that. Pay for my troubles at least. Pay for my problems at least. That's the type of girl I am. That's the kind of woman I am. I'm just that type of girl. I'm just that type of girl, baby. So I wouldn't sign nothing. I see both sides of it. That's why I can't get heavily involved. But my stance is, I'm going to sign a prenup to protect my stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you want to sign a prenup to protect your stuff, then fair exchange ain't never been no rock with this. Baby, that Wendy beef, they ain't lying when they say Wendy's beef. She the woman that Wendy, she's Wendy's beef. That woman is Wendy's beef. She done broke down, baby, and transformed. Like, I'm done paying you. I'm finna get on something else. You enjoy your wife. And see, the money was still rolling because she was in the hospital, from what I was reading and keep looking at. The money was still rolling, so they wasn't tripping because the money was still rolling. But see, she in the hospital and she down and this and that. But then when they start shutting everything down and putting a hold on something, then that's when he realized his gravy train had stopped. Baby, they put the brake on that gravy train. There won't be one more grip. One more slip. There won't be one more slide. There won't be one more lick. Baby, the gravy train stopped at baby, you couldn't even find no excess gravy on the floor. Baby, I've been there before. Baby, I was in the bushes when it went down the first time. Baby, I've been there before. Listen, it's bad enough when you got a boyfriend and y'all got stuff up in the house. Some folks ain't gonna be fair and just take their stuff and walk out the door. So I saw folks take some other folks shit and walk out the door. So I know I got to get protected. Do you think you gotta get protected? I saw somebody one time. Him and his woman split. That woman had just got off of work and bought her some real expensive top shelf beers, baby. They was imported. He packed all his stuff, got his 2 bags, and got his two or three garbage bags of clothes, baby. Reached in the freezer, grabbed her cold beers, baby, packed them up and walked out the door. Baby, I didn't see. Ain't that enough to see? It ain't nobody married. Baby, that was enough to see. It was enough for me to see. Well, it wasn't enough. Baby, it was enough for me to see. That Wendy beef baby is getting beefy. It won't stop at Wendy's place. And then, y'all, there's somebody named Avion in the background. It gets so messy. It get gunky, baby. Like it get in the guts, baby. And then I flipped over to Shalimar to God. He talking about what Kevin Hunt. Baby, if you want to find out what the guts part, go into Shalimar and them deals. The folks that do the donkey of the day that he haul. Go on there. He got a section about what happened between him and Kevin Hunter. Baby, it gets so deep. So it's some gutty stuff in there. I don't want to, baby. I don't want to ruin my reputation. But it get gangster in the place. Oh, baby. Baby, listen. Keep it on the top. Baby, it get gangster. It start off on Charlamagne page, and then they'll start directing you everywhere else. What other folks got to say about her ex-husband? He said he got to have a hip replacement or hip surgery, and he can't do it because the payments have stopped. He said everything has stopped. So Shalimar to God was saying that as soon as they can't get the money together, their woman gonna leave him and go find her man with some more money. That's what they said. That's what Shalimar got. If y'all ain't watching that Wendy and Kelvin Hunter, aka Hunter, beef, I don't know what you're watching.